we work together from home quite a bit, and so I'll find if Ron's on his laptop working and I need to know something, what I'll do is I'll say to Ron, tell me when I can ask you a question.
Exactly.
Like just kind of put the bait out there.
Well, great to hear from Bill and Pam Farrel. That's from their classic book, Men Are Like Waffles, Women Are Like Spaghetti. And so it's fitting, food analogies here. We're in the kitchen.
We're in the kitchen.
We're with our kitchen couples,
Yes.
Mike and Diane, Dan and Danielle.
Go for some waffles.
We'll write that down for later, okay? Yeah. But I love the idea that it's a visual picture now for us girls. Men are like waffles, that they're in a box. Literally, their minds, they're thinking that way. I know that is so true in our marriage, because this guy, when he goes into a box with his thoughts, he goes deep. He goes really deep. And sometimes I feel like, do I need to throw a rope down? Do you bring it back up, honey?
Seriously,
Because
Throw one of those spaghetti strands down.
exactly, yeah, exactly,
I feel you.
exactly. But I don't know, Mike, is Mike that way? Because
Absolutely, and it's funny because my girls have noticed it as well, and they can walk by him sometime, and if he's reading or if he's watching a TV show or if he's in the middle of sending an email, and they'll say, Dad, so and so and so. Dad, Dad, and then they'll look at me, Mom. I'm like, you know when he's doing one thing,
and you say,
that's it. That's
welcome to my world.
Exactly,
That's
and
it.
it's so funny. I laugh a lot now because the girls have taken notice, and I get a kick out of that because I'm like, yep. And I look at them and I'm like, girls, he's a guy. He's a guy. Yeah, he's a guy.
So in this respect, Mike, you are stereotypical of the guys, because in a previous program we talked about, usually it's the woman that's more talkative and the guy not so much.
A little bit more verbal.
But in this case,
tough.
yeah.
Yes, I am a traditional guy. I'm in that box, and I love my box. I do.
He does.
You get a lot of work done in those boxes, you know?
I wish I could be in a box.
I know.
Like sometimes I wished I could just focus on that one thing and just zone in. But I can never focus on one thing. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and it's like, can I just
Those spaghetti
focus?
strands are touching so many other things.
I'll have you know, though, I quite appreciate that you don't stay in that box, right? Because I got an Olympic gold medalist in my house. Yes, she can counsel a friend on the phone. She can cook. She can have laundry going, right? And four other things, including watching the kids, and all at the same time. Gold medalist
It's like a decathlon all at once.
Seriously.
But sometimes we just want to. Sometimes we just want to zone out, and the ladies want to. I'm envious of that waffle box that you guys can go into.
But Dan doesn't have a waffle box.
Oh, yes,
He's a
he
musician.
does.
Musicians are so creative.
Sorry,
No, we have read Bill and Pam's book, and before that, I have a story.
Okay.
So this one principle alone has completely revolutionized the way that we work together from home, because we work together a lot from home. I'm usually writing on the couch with my laptop. Dan is at the dining room table with his computer in his waffle box. Now, before I read the book, if he asked me a question and I needed to answer him, I'd look up, I'd answer, I'd go back down, no big deal.
Yeah.
Carry on, because my brain's moving in lots of different ways. Now this guy over here, if I was to interrupt him and go into that waffle box, not as easily removed.
Yes.
And maybe before that I would have thought, this guy's being a little jerky right now. Can you not just answer the question so easily like me? Now that we've read that, I have grace and patience for him, and maybe I'll wait for him to get out of that box. I'll jot a little note down to myself, and I'll wait, and things are a lot more smooth at the Macaulay house because of that. Thank you, Bill and Pam.
See all the work she goes to for you?
Yes, so nice. I actually loved something you guys posted recently or shared on Facebook that said, my wife said to me, you probably aren't even listening to me either, are you? And I thought, that's a weird way to start a conversation. I was like, I have so been there. I was in my little thing doing whatever, and then I hear a complaint, and I'm like, what? The complaint catches my attention, but I missed everything before that. It's not a decision. We're not making a decision to ignore anyone. We're literally just focused on something.
And we, like you, we work together from home quite a bit, and so I'll find if Ron's on his laptop working and I need to know something, what I'll do is I'll say to Ron, tell me when I can ask you a question.
Exactly.
Like just kind of put the bait out there.
use that one.
Let me know when I can talk to you, and then
And then I know that she's there, she's waiting, she wants to talk about something, and she knows I'm in the middle of a thought, and then I'll say, okay, as soon as I finish this thought,
he bookmarks the thought,
Yeah.
and then he'll come to me, and then I get
That's
it up.
good. I need
So
to
much
use
better.
that.
Yeah.
I wish I were more responsive. I don't mind. I'm just not in.
He's
I
just out.
I'm just out. But if she actually gets my attention, oh yeah, I'm engaged, right? But I
And sometimes
yes.
when I realize that he's in that box, I just go on.
Just
And I'll come back later.
Yeah,
So I'm
go-
like,
go
okay,
do
you
your
know what?
spaghetti
Yeah,
thing. Go do your
yeah, it's
spaghetti
not worth it. Yeah, it's like give him his time. He's there. So let him stay there and do what he needs to do.
I got a big box and I'm not very tall.
you get sunk down in there.
I'm with you.
Well, and I can relate to Bill because a lot of times I'm just, doing something, whatever, and Ann will ask that dreaded question, what are you thinking? And then I feel the pressure, okay, I know she isn't happy if I just say nothing. So what was the last thought I had in my mind before, like, and I kind of go back and rewind and try to give her something. But anyway, I've tried to also be a multitasker, and I like to think maybe it's my pride of thinking, I can multitask.
He is a multitasker wannabe. He cannot focus on what he's doing and answer my question because it just doesn't happen. Nothing's very clear. So, so I just have learned, as we have, to just let him be in that box, and we're okay.
Well, thank you, ladies, for being so understanding of our boxes.
It's what we do.
Well, we will be back in the kitchen a little later in the program. We're going to be hearing from, in a moment, marriage author Gary Thomas. We love Gary. All right.
Stay with us.
A lot of Christian women often say, I need to be more intimate with my husband. We need to pray more. Where God's saying, you need to be intimate in other ways too. And there's a mix. It's a very
I got me a good wife.